students, I am here with another video from the chapter of class 7th Science NCERT book, that is from the chapter 6th Physical and the Chemical Changes. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have discussed in this chapter. So children, we are discussing about the different types of changes. Changes means it is a way by which something is transformed or it is being changed into one form is being changed into the another form. Okay? Then after that we have discussed about the various types of the changes which is taking place in the nature. So here in the various types of changes, what happens, we have seen slow change, fast change, spontaneous change, non-spontaneous change, reversible change, irreversible change. So here only we have to discuss two types of changes, where we are discussing the first change is the physical change and the second change which we have to discuss is the chemical change. So children, we have already seen about both the changes now. So physical change, if I say that what is the main difference regarding the physical and the chemical changes. So what would be the main difference in physical and the chemical change? In physical change, a new substance is formed. Okay? A new substance is formed. Whereas in the chemical change, no new substance is formed. Whereas in the chemical change, we can see that a new substance is formed. Okay? So this is what is the main difference between the physical change and the chemical change, where physical change will always give rise to that there is the formation of no new substance, whereas in the chemical changes, a new substance is always formed. For that we have seen different activities. If we have a piece of paper, if we cut it into several pieces, still the quality, the atoms and molecules are not going to change. Okay, when we talk about the changes in the atoms and the molecules, then only a chemical change will always take place. And chemical reaction is equal to, whenever the chemical reaction is taking place, the chemical change will happen. Chemical change is going to take place. If there is a chemical reaction, which is because this chemical reaction is because of the chemical change. So we cannot ignore the changes, the chemical change as well as this chemical reaction. Both of them are the same things. Then we have also understood about the chemical equation. Chemical equation. So chemical equation is only the representation of, it is the representation of chemical reactions. Now children, if we talk about the chemical reactions, chemical reaction will always take place because of certain reactants will react with each other. मान लेते हैं reactant 2 है, ये reactant 1 है. So reactants are going to change. They are going to react with each other. And if they are going to react with each other, they form a new product. And this new product is because of the chemical reaction. अब हमने आज इस तरह से जब भी हम कभी भी रिएक्शन को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, इसी चीज को, इसी इक्वेशन को हम बोलते हैं केमिकल इक्वेशन. Okay, so if we talk about the different types of chemical changes which is taking place, so it is going to be represented by a manner called chemical equation. Now in chemical equation we will always write down the chemical formulas. Chemical formula, ठीक है. तो जैसे मैंने उस दिन भी समझाया आपको, अगर आपको वाटर का प्रोडक्शन देखना है, वाटर फॉर्मेशन देखना है, तो यू आर गोइंग टू टेक हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन. दिस इज गोइंग टू रिएक्ट विद ईच अदर टू फॉर्म वाटर. दिस इज हाउ वाटर विल बी फॉर्म. ओके, सो द वे ऑफ राइटिंग द केमिकल्स इन द by using the chemical formula, and we are representing a chemical reaction in this manner, then this is known as chemical equation. and this side is known as the reactant side. After the forward headed arrow, it is said to be as the product side. So reactants and the products, both of them are present inside a chemical reaction, and this representation is there in the chemical equation. Okay, so here we have seen about the different types of the physical changes is taking place when the physical properties are changing and chemical changes are changed and no new substances formed. Then we have seen several activities regarding this, and even we saw about the different types of the chemical changes where the chemical equations are also being shown in the book. Okay, so we also saw about these chemical equations, children. Then after that I am going to tell you about the various chemical equations which we saw on that day. Okay, so I think that would be a practice for you and you will understand how to write it. So the first reaction which we saw was chemical change, which we saw was the burning of magnesium ribbon. Burning of magnesium ribbon. ठीक है, बर्निंग ऑफ मैग्नीशियम रिबन को अगर हम देखेंगे तो क्या रिएक्शन था? मैग्नीशियम is one reactant, other reactant is oxidation. This gives rise to magnesium oxide. Then again this is a new product. Then again this magnesium oxide was reacting with water to form magnesium hydroxide. ठीक है, this magnesium hydroxide is acidic or basic. This was being tested with the help of the litmus paper. Then children, after that we saw a next reaction which was about the reaction between copper sulfate and reaction between copper sulfate and iron. ठीक है, इसका क्या रिएक्शन होगा? CuSO4 plus Fe gives FeSO4 plus copper. ठीक है, उसके बाद एक ये रिएक्शन है जिसमें ये दो नए प्रोडक्ट्स बनेंगे. फाइन. After that we saw about one more reaction in which there was neutralization reaction, vinegar and baking soda का reaction. This is also known as neutralization reaction. Okay, here acetic acid is there. So this acetic acid is there. Acetic acid में क्या है? CH3COOH plus NaHCO3. This is sodium hydrogen carbonate. It reacts with each other to form CH3COONA. Okay, CH3COONA plus CO2. So these are the products, plus H2O will also be getting. We will be getting energy. So these are the various new products plus H2O. So these are formed because of this chemical reaction, and chemical equation is going to be written in the manner as I have written this. So please remember how to write the formula, and here the writing this copper sulfate will take long time, because if we write in spellings it takes a long time. That is why we are writing these chemical formulas. Okay, so please remember how to write these chemical formulas correctly, because if you are not writing this, correctly, you are going to lose marks in your examination, because this has certain meaning. The capital letters, the small letters, the bracket in the chemistry, it has certain meaning. Okay children, so try to understand how to write the correct formula for each and every reactant. Okay, so this was about the reactions. अब क्या होगा? जो ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है, इस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को आप लाइम वाटर में ऐड करो, तो लाइम वाटर क्या है? CaOH ट्वाइस कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. अब इस कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का जो रिएक्शन होगा उसमें क्या बनेगा? कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट CaCO3 प्लस H2O. Okay, so CaCO3 जो है, this is the new product again this is a chemical reaction. और अपना लाइम वाटर को भी बनने के लिए भी एक केमिकल रिएक्शन होता है। क्या केमिकल रिएक्शन होता है? CaO, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड इज गोइंग टू रिएक्ट विद वाटर टू फॉर्म कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड and this is known as lime water. This is chemically calcium hydroxide. Okay children, so please understand how to write all these chemical formulas and what new products, what new reactions you are writing, what new reactants you are writing, and what product, whichever product you are getting in return, you also should understand that. Okay, now I have also taught you that if chemical reaction is taking place, it means that it is going to follow certain features of chemical reaction. So what are those features which we have understood regarding this chemical change or a chemical reaction? Okay, so we saw that if a chemical reaction is taking place, this chemical reaction is also accompanied with heat, light or radiations. Sound may be produced, or a change in the smell may take place, a color change may be given, even a gas would be formed. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, यहाँ बहुत सारे रिएक्शंस होंगे, बहुत सारे केमिकल रिएक्शंस होते हैं जिनमें कि ये सारी चीज़ें हमें मिलती हैं। ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीज़ें अगर हमें मिलती हैं तो क्या होगा कि एक टाइप का केमिकल रिएक्शन बहुत तरीके से ये केमिकल रिएक्शंस होते हैं, बट हमको क्या करना है, आप कैसे रिकॉग्नाइज करोगे केमिकल रिएक्शन है कि फिजिकल रिएक्शन है, फिजिकल चेंज है कि केमिकल चेंज है? एक फैक्ट है, द वेरी वन फैक्ट, एंड दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट वन, which says that a new substance will always be formed which would be different from the reactants. Okay, reactants, as we have taken the gases and we have got the product as a water. Fine. Now next we saw that if we are taking lime water with carbon dioxide, it forms a new product, that is calcium carbonate, and that is white in color. White precipitate would be formed. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीज़ें हमको ध्यान रखनी है, कौन सा रिएक्शन होगा, कैसा प्रोडक्ट बनेगा, क्या तरीका होगा, ये सारी चीज़ें आप लोगों को समझनी पड़ेंगी, क्योंकि केमिकल रिएक्शन इज नॉट ओनली अबाउट फॉर्मिंग अ न्यू सब्सटेंस, इट कुड बी ऑल्सो द डिफरेंट चेंजेस कुड टेक प्लेस, दैट इज light energies change, heat light energy is given off, or sound could be produced, a small smell, a change could be there, color change could be there, gases could be formed. Okay, so I have told you one example of burning of firecrackers where you can see that all these are being followed, all these features of the chemical reactions would be followed. Now today I will be telling you about the one more topic, that is about the rusting of iron. So we'll continue with this only because this chemical change is quite a big topic. So here we have to understand what about rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. Okay, so this iron is going to be rusted just because of the presence of certain reactants. कौन कौन से reactants हैं, कैसे reactants काम करेंगे, तो हमें बात करनी है इसके बारे में. So let us go back to the rusting. This is one of the change which takes place in the iron objects. So the iron objects are kept in the air and water. Whenever they are reacting with each other, it forms a product called rust. ठीक है, अब इसका हम chemical equation भी लिखेंगे. So this forms a rusting brown colored substance. This is brown colored substance. A brown layer is going to be formed on the article of any if it is made up of iron. Okay. So if you look around the surrounding where you are sitting, or if we look here, I can show, I mean here are also certain things which has the rusting around me also, even if you find out, if you feel like seeing the things around yourself. So you could see that the iron objects are very prone to the phenomenon called rusting. Now how does this rusting takes place? Let us go back to rusting. This is one of the change that affects the iron objects and slowly destroys them. Since iron is used in making bridges, ships, cars, trucks, various bodies, okay, of various vehicles and many other articles, this is a huge monetary loss due to rusting in these big objects. तो अगर हम objects के नाम लिखें, यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है bridge, कार की बॉडी हो गई, डोर्स, विंडोज, तो हमारे घर में बहुत बड़ी बड़ी चीजें बनती हैं आयरन से, ठीक है, बिकॉज इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉमन metal which is used for making these durable items. Okay, so these things, if it is left in open, if it is left in open, that is in the air or it is in the water or in the moistened air, then what happens is gives rise to a layer on its surface, and this layer is going to form just because of the reaction of the water and air on the iron object. Okay, that is why what happens, this is going to be a great loss to the object. Now the process of rusting can be represented as follows. So what is it? That is in iron, that is Fe, ठीक है, iron का जो symbol होता है वो Fe plus oxygen from air, this is O2, and water H2O. This forms Fe2O3. Now how to write? F capital E is called 2 in the subscript form, O capital and 3 in the subscript form. This forms iron oxide. This is known as iron oxide. ठीक है? So this is rust and this is brown in color. Okay? Here this air we get from air. This water we get from, it could be from atmosphere, from air. Okay? And this is iron. ठीक है, अब ये सारा रिएक्शन हो जाएगा और फिर क्या बन जाएगा, दिस phenomenon is known as rusting. Okay, this phenomenon is known as rusting. So this is about the complete process how this is taking place. Now for rusting, presence of both oxygen and water, this oxygen and water is a must. जब तक ये दोनों ही प्रेजेंट नहीं होंगे तब तक कभी भी रस्टिंग प्रोसेस नहीं हो सकता है. Please remember that when till the time both of these raw materials are not present, the rusting is not going to take place. Okay, it is not going to take place. Never rusting will take place only in the presence of oxygen. In the dry air, rusting will not take place. This only will take place always in the presence of both water as well as oxygen. ठीक है? Now, in fact, if the content of moisture in the air is high, which means that if more humid air is present, then more rusting would happen. Rusting will take place in the humid air. ठीक है? In the humid मतलब moistened air, जिसमें moisture पहले से हो. Moisture containing air. ठीक है? Moisture containing अगर air है तो इस condition में हमेशा rusting हो सकती है. So it takes place faster in humid air. ठीक है? Dry air में rusting उतना fast नहीं होगा. So children, this was about rusting. Now, अब अगर rusting इससे इतना नुकसान है तो फिर कैसे हम rusting से बच सकते हैं? So rusting could be prevented. How can we protect our iron objects from getting rusted? अगर आप open में उसको छोड़ेंगे object को तो obviously this is going to be rusted just because of the presence of the air and the water in the moisture in the air. Okay. Now, in fact, the content of moisture in the air is high, which means that if it is more humid, the more faster rate of rusting will take place, and that is why we can see. During the rainy season, the rusting is always taking place at a very faster rate. So, how do we prevent rusting? How to prevent rusting? How to prevent rusting of iron? ठीक है? कैसे हम prevent करेंगे? In fact, how can we prevent rusting? Preventing iron objects from coming in contact with oxygen or water or both. One simple way is to apply a coat of paint or a grease. We can apply a coat of paint or grease on it. ठीक है? If we apply a coat of paint or a grease on it, then what happens? This protects the iron object. Okay, कैसे होगा ये अभी मैं समझाती हूँ. अगर कोई आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट है और उसके ऊपर अगर आपने पेंट कर दिया, एक लेयर बन जाएगी इधर पेंट की, दिस इज द लेयर ऑफ पेंट एंड दिस इज आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट, ठीक है, दिस इज आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट, फाइन। अब ये जो आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट है, इस आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर जैसे ही कलर लगाया जाएगा, जैसे ही यहाँ पर पेंट लगाया जाएगा, this paint is going to be form a layer on it, and this layer is because this layer is going to keep away the oxygen. This keeps away the oxygen, ठीक है, ऑक्सीजन को दूर रखेगा, वाटर को दूर रखेगा। तो क्या होगा, जब वाटर और ऑक्सीजन दोनों ही एसेंशियल कंडीशंस हैं फॉर रस्टिंग, प्लीज रिमेंबर रस्टिंग विल ऑलवेज टेक्स प्लेस इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड वाटर। One of them is absent, then no rusting is going to take place. It is compulsory that both of them must be there. Okay, so this is the main criteria for the rusting. Oxygen and water, both of them must be present for causing the damage to the iron object. So here I am saying that whenever if we are using a layer of paint on this object, so what happens? The layer of the paint is going to this is not allowing the oxygen as well as this water to enter to react with the surface of any iron objects, ठीक है। जैसे ये मार्कर भी है, this marker has been painted, ठीक है। क्यों painted? It's because its body it is made up of iron. See, this is made up of iron. Okay. अब क्या है, इसके ऊपर ये जो पेंट लगा दिया गया है, इस पेंट से क्या होगा कि ये मार्कर के ऊपर कभी भी कोई भी कलर, कोई भी एयर जो होगी वो रिएक्ट नहीं करेगी। जब एयर रिएक्ट नहीं करेगी, वाटर रिएक्ट नहीं करेगी, तो क्या हो जाएगा, जो यहाँ पर जो आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट है आपका, दैट वुड बी प्रिवेंटेड फ्रॉम रस्टिंग। सो बोथ of them, similar thing is going to take place with the oiling or greasing. If we use oil or grease on the paper, then what happens, on any kind of this iron object, then what happens, whenever we put oil on this layer, ठीक है, तो ये जो आयरन है, ये आयरन के पास कभी भी ऑक्सीजन और वाटर को रिएक्ट नहीं करने देगा, ठीक है। जब ये इसकी सप्लाई कट हो जाएगी, मतलब ना ऑक्सीजन है ना वाटर है, तो आयरन के ऊपर कभी भी कोई भी रिएक्शन नहीं होगा, और जब रिएक्शन नहीं होगा तो रस्टिंग भी नहीं होगी। इट मीन्स अगेन आवर ऑब्जेक्ट इज बीइंग प्रोटेक्टेड फ्रॉम रस्टिंग, ठीक है। Now this is very common phenomenon that rusting it is going to take place very frequently during the moistened air. If moistened air is not, how to avoid that moistened air, I told you, we can add paint, we can add grease, we can add oil also, and you know that oil हमेशा water के ऊपर float करता है। Similarly, if you put oil on this surface, you oil the surface of the iron object, then what happens is cuts the supply of oxygen as well as water. तो water तो बिल्कुल भी एंटर नहीं कर पाएगा। क्यों नहीं एंटर कर पाएगा? क्योंकि आपको पता है कि जो ऑयल होता है वो एक पूरा लेयर कर बना देता है वाटर के ऊपर, ताकि ऑक्सीजन वाटर एंटर नहीं कर सके। When no water is going to enter, when no oxygen is going to enter, then what happens? This is going to make this iron object to remain protected. Okay, so this is how we can protect the iron objects. Now there is one more way by which you can protect your iron, that is by depositing a metal layer, or deposit a metal layer on the iron object. अब वो कौन सा metal layer? To deposit a layer of metal by depositing the layer of metal on the iron object, ठीक है। अब कौन सा मेटल है, वो कौन सा मेटल है? मेटल हो सकता है जिंक, क्रोमियम, जिंक हो सकता है और क्रोमियम हो सकता है। ठीक है, अब या तो हम जिंक ले लें या क्रोमियम ले लें, उसका एक कोटिंग कर दें आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट पर, और इसी को हम बोलते हैं, इस प्रोसेस को, द प्रोसेस ऑफ डिपॉजिटिंग द लेयर ऑफ जिंक and chromium. Zinc or chromium, it's not necessary that every time you are using both of them. So zinc or chromium on an object is known as galvanization. ठीक है, this is known as galvanization. इधर भी एक स्पेलिंग और है, एस भी लिख सकते हो और जेड भी लिख सकते हो, both of them are correct. Okay, so here in your NCERT book S is being written, so I'll use this only. So galvanization is a process by which you can deposit a layer of zinc or chromium on any iron object. This is known as galvanization. Now here galvanized things may be shiny in nature. अभी आप देखेंगे कि बहुत सारे ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं जिसके अंदर में आयरन होता है बट ऊपर से बहुत शाइनी है. एंड आजकल गैल्वेनाइज्ड आयरन बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ किए जाते हैं just because it remains protected, as steel is also an alloy which is made up of iron, so it has a coating of steel. Okay, तो बहुत दिनों तक वो ऑब्जेक्ट चलता है. Fine. Now this is what is about galvanization. You may know that ships are also made up of iron and they always need to travel inside water only, and that to salty water. This could cause rusting at a very faster rate. So underwater जो objects हैं रखे जाने हैं, वो सारे objects पे हम galvanize कर देते हैं. तो जिंक और क्रोमियम की एक लेयर अगर हम लगा देंगे किसी भी आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट को, इट रिमेन्स प्रोटेक्टेड. द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द गैल्वेनाइज्ड ऑब्जेक्ट कुड बी द बॉडी ऑफ द शिप. Even the vehicles nowadays, they are being galvanized. The shiny handle of your bicycle, the shiny handle or shiny taps. Okay, many objects are there which is used in the household activities, and this is known as this is used and this is known as galvanized. This galvanized object is a part where the iron object will remain protected. Okay, so this is a technique. Now, on the other part, the above object, the water also deposits or cling on the ship's outer surface. Moreover, the water of the sea contains many salt. This salt may make the salt water makes the process of rust formation very faster. Therefore, ships suffer a lot of damage from rusting in spite of being painted. तो हम painting से उतना ज़्यादा protect नहीं कर सकते, तो हमें galvanization करना पड़ता है. So that the fraction of ship has replaced every year. Has to be replaced everywhere. क्योंकि आप टूटे हुए ships के साथ में हम travel नहीं कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि travel नहीं कर सकते हैं because it is going to be a risk of damage to the person's life, or the people could also die if they are going to drown inside that sea. So that has to be protected, and then only this galvanization is going to help us a lot. There are many water pipes nowadays which is shiny in its nature and they never gets damaged, and this is because of galvanization. Okay. Stainless steel is also made up of by mixing iron with carbon and the metals like chromium, zinc and manganese. This is also not getting rusted. So rusting हमेशा galvanization से बच सकती है, और ऐसे कोई भी shiny objects हैं जिससे हम बच सकते हैं, जिससे हम shine एक protective layer लगा देंगे, जिसकी वजह से ये object पर कभी भी rusting का असर नहीं होगा. Okay, now why this is a chemical change? Let us discuss why this rusting is a chemical change, children. This rusting is a chemical change because a new substance is being formed. What is that substance? That substance is rust. So children, rusting is a chemical change because a new substance is being formed. And how can we prevent? We can prevent rusting by using oil, film of oil, paints, grease, by adding greasing the surface. ठीक है, grease क्या होती है? Grease is also type of a जैसे आप पेट्रोलियम जेलीज देखते हैं, उसी तरह से ये ग्रीस भी होती है जिससे हम यूज कर सकते हैं किसी भी आयरन ऑब्जेक्ट को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए. नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस इज दिस galvanization. So these are some processes by which we can protect the iron from getting rusted. So this is one of the most latest technique of protecting iron from getting rusted because of this galvanization. And what is this galvanization? This is a process by which you deposit a layer of chromium on or zinc on the iron surface, and it becomes shiny. It remains protected for many years. Okay, so this was all about the process of rusting, process of chemical changes. Now chemical changes will always take place in the chemical changes always there, and it also helps. This also is a part of life. This also is a part of this world where chemical and the physical changes are the two major changes which is taking place in the surrounding, and both of these changes are very important. Okay, so this was all about physical and the chemical changes till here, and I'll be discussing some more topics regarding this chapter in the next class. Okay, few topics are still there. So that's all for today's video, children. I will be meeting you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed.